as Bun would do, happy Halloween. Today is Risk and Monster Mash. So I put a mash of Monster and Halloween old packaging on books, on games, on yeah, this is a children's record. This is a children's book. This is another game, Kabbalah. Has like some magic eye. I've never heard of that. Here's an old theater poster for Dr. Zoltan's Spook Show. Another old vintage book. A vintage Monster Mash picture. Some kind of Halloween dancer. Something or other. An old Woolworth's costume, the box packaging of it. Here's another cool like party scene at a, it looks like it's from the 60s or 70s, but it's all old monsters. I love this one. I had this all together on Procreate, but there was a lot of white space. So I'm cutting it apart and I'm just going to glue it all down in random mash, as in Monster Mash, and there's no risk, but I do have a little thing that it says no risk, no story, and I love that. I found that on Pinterest too, and I've never heard that before, but that's the truth. No risk, no story. So, ooh, here's a horror house. I think that's a game too, an old 50s or 60s game packaging. Here's a costume from 1961. 12 yay yous if you know what 1961 means to me. Gertie, I think you do. So yeah, I'm just gonna oh yeah, here's these guys. Did I print this twice? No. So we are waiting on our oven. Didn't come again yesterday. They got here to the park, and the park said, well, that's one of our rental units, and you can't go in unless we have the owner's permission. And the guy says, I've already talked to the owner like 4 times today. And they said, well, let me call him. And that was the one time my husband was at a gas station and outside with the dog and didn't have his phone with him, so they wouldn't let him in. So now the 4th scheduled delivery possibly is tomorrow, because they're not allowed to come in here on Saturdays because there's too much traffic of people trying to get in here with trailers and campers, and they block the entire intersection out at the big main Highway 17 and everything. So they're really not in honor, but as part of a town politeness, they try not to block the intersection as much as possible, because it happens a lot in the summer on Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays. We still do not know if our friends are coming here today or not. That's not unusual. They never do anything planned. It's always spur of the moment. Let's see. My bug bites are all coming out. I have more Benadryl. There's they're ant bites. 2 or 3 in here. You can see how swollen that is. My leg, my foot it's super red. I would show you, but it's ugly. Super red, and it's got probably 17 or 18 bites right around that part of my leg to my ankle, this part right here. And it's just so swollen and miserable. I woke up so many times last night itching all of it, because I forgot to buy Benadryl or bring Benadryl here. So we went out first thing this morning and got some more. We had the best time last night. It was just the 2 of us. We went out to dinner. I put pictures on the end of my video yesterday. We went out to dinner, and because of a shortage of waitress and chef staff, you could only have fried food, so we just had shrimp baskets. And I think my dad, my husband, I haven't had anything to drink. It's only 10 o'clock. he had a seafood platter. But we walked then along a marsh walk that's here in Myrtle's Inlet. And we ran across, I mean, my husband, we were stopped and this lady's like, Ken Allen, happy birthday, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, who knows you? And worse yet, how do they know it was your birthday yesterday? And it was one of the guys that had an office down the hall from him. It was his old secretary. And I remember her. We did some political fundraising stuff when the Republican Party was really the Republican Party instead of Donald Trump's party. Sorry. Still a Republican, just not a Republican for Trump. At all. In case you hadn't figured that out. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. This is a mash of monsters. Let's see. With no risk, no story. I need one more over here. I'm going to throw in a Godzilla. Because otherwise I have everything else. Oh, I love that. Anyhow, we talked to them she was there with some friends from out of town. She lives down here now. And so that could be somebody to play with. She's so nice. Such a nice lady. And she still remembered when my husband's birthday was. In fact, she texted him. Sent him text balloons and stuff on Thursday. It was funny. So at the end of this video, there's going to be a ton of Halloween decorations from here. From when we were here 2 weeks ago. I saved them. I saved those pictures. So that's my Halloween treat to you. There's a whole bunch more here. Some of the same people, actually, in the houses. But Gunnar is not doing well with all these. The place is packed. It won't be on Monday. Everybody will be leaving tomorrow. Most everybody. So it'll be quiet again and he'll calm down. But golf carts. He loves to ride on them. He just doesn't like them coming up behind him. I don't know. He's afraid of golf carts. But I ran into this little boy. He was the sweetest little guy. He's probably like 10. And he said, can I pet your dog? And I said, well, you can try. And he was smart enough and old enough to know not to just come at him. He put his hand out and Gunnar kind of went up to him. And I said, it's okay, Gunnar. And he goes, his name is Gunnar? I said, yes. He goes, my dog's name is Gunnar. I said, well, what kind of dog is it? He goes, it's a black lab. He can't come here. People wouldn't understand why he jumps on them and then knocks them over and then wants to just lick them. I said, oh, well, no, people are funny about that kind of stuff, right? And he goes, yep. He was just the most personable little guy and super nice, pleasant, not typical 10-year-old brat. But anyhow, so yeah, we don't know. And we're still waiting on the plumber. He came yesterday and he's going to, the garbage disposal is the problem. That's what's leaking under the sink. But he said it's rusted a lot of stuff. So he's going to replace a couple pipes and stuff under the sink. Never ending. Which needs to be done probably before next rental season anyhow. So that's fine. But he's not here yet. So we're in a kind of a standby. It's much cooler. Much cooler. If you get out of the wind, the breeze, and into the sun, it's beautiful. But it's a little nippy. There's a fall is in the air, for sure. But it's beautiful, sunny. So yeah, the pictures at the end of my video last night were, yesterday, were a bunch of, from the marsh walk and from where we ate. We ate on the Waccamaw River is the little restaurant that we ate at, which is a client of my husband's, but I don't know how long they can stay open with a very, very limited menu. But they were super nice. We took Gunnar. They're dog friendly. We took Gunnar, and he did very well. He did very well on the marsh walk with all those people. It was dark. There was a couple bands, and he did much better there than he did just now with me and golf carts. Okay, let's see here. So I brought a bunch of journaling stuff. My plans for November, I don't know yet. but I do know I love this. So that is my Monster Mash with no risk. No risk, no story. I brought my art journals back to kind of work in those maybe. I gotta quit itching my hands. Are like on fire. October was so much fun. I liked doing the two prompts together a lot. So here, page day 1, and I did leave out page 10, day 10. I don't know how, but I may not go back and do it. I don't know. 2 and 3, 4. It needs some more color. I love this. Love this. Stacking stuff. Love it. This is the salamander, and I'm fixing this. I never ever do that because I want it to be intuitive. The paper told me to do this, but this one was horrible. My Art Deco werewolf. 8. I still need to do something. I did get a pen down here that's metallic gold. Oh, that's something I forgot to bring. Those metallic markers. Oh well, I might go get some more. This is 11 and 12. 10 needs to go right here, but it's not here. I like these. These were Procreate. I love this one. Love this one. Who's Afraid of Who? But my page is falling out. In fact, there it goes. I'm gonna have to do something. I love this one too. Once Upon a Time and Helmets. No, this was Fairy Tale and Helmets. And I did this stamp that put plot twist in it. And the banner, Once Upon a Time, and then the helmets. Love that one. Love this one. This was Compass and Mythological Creature, I think. 16. Mythological. So this is Poseidon's wife in Greek mythology, and then all these compasses. I loved that. This one happened to happen upside down, collide, and vampire. What happens when vampires collide with Hollywood? You get Dracula movies. Moon and spells. I made a spell book of moons. This was cool. This was Loop. It leaves a little bit to be desired. This was Sprout and Giant Monsters. No? Oh, I made Monster Sprouts. Giant Monster Sprouts. This was Fuzzy Omen. And I made a Fuzzy Omen drink, but my black is messed up here. Sticking to itself. This was Extinct. Oh yeah, Insectoid. So this is kind of like an insectoid guy. And Instinct is from an old Field Notes page 1873. This was Splat and Dark Seas. So there's a red bloody splat happening over this dark sea, which is right outside our window at night. Connect and Vampire, or Fang, Vampire. Fang and Connect. So I connected a bunch of fangs and put that in there. This one, oh, this one was so good. Spark, which took me a long time to come up with that, and Crypt. So this sparked my personality, my artistic juices to flowing again. I love this. UFO's Patch of Heaven. Crispy Serpentine. That was another spark. Love, love, love. My Slither costume shop. And Monster Bash. So, and my Keely Reichman, which is Odd Girl Journals, also journal. Love it. So, November is just going to be lots of little things. No schedule. Bug bites, bug bites. Oy, oy, oy. Look how swollen this is right through here. A little bit here. And here. And here. Ugh. They're all starting to get oozy now. Ugh, gross. Okay, I'm a spooky Halloween costume without a costume right here. You should see my legs. My legs are way worse than this. Okay, happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. See you in November. Bye. Thanks for watching.